AgenaTrader supports a multi-broker approach as well as a multi-data feed approach. This makes it possible to connect AgenaTrader with several accounts with different brokers simultaneously, as well as use data feeds from different providers at the same time. For hassle-free multi-broker and multi-data feed operation, it's essential that the connection settings are correctly set. It's important to understand that you cannot connect to two feeds or brokers for which you have the same settings. If, for example, you have two Forex data feeds and would like to connect to both, this is not possible since AgenaTrader would not know which feed it should then use to display the data. The multi-broker settings are extremely helpful if, for example, you have one data feed for stocks and one data feed for Forex, and want to connect to both at the same time. In extreme cases, you can even set up an individual data feed and an individual broker account for every single exchange, and connect to all of them simultaneously. With the Account Connection pop-up, the data feed and broker connections can be defined. Open Tools, Settings, Account Connections. Under Providers, you will find all already set up connections. To find out how to set up the connection to your desired broker or data feed, check out the respective connection guide videos on our YouTube channel or have a look in our wiki. For all providers that you would like to use as a data feed, you have to activate the box DF in the column Data Feed. For all providers that you would like to use as a broker, activate the box Brokers. I would like to explain the advanced settings to you using two examples so that you can see how these settings are used. In the first example, a user has the following requirements. The user has a broker account with a Forex broker, which he would like to use to trade Forex and CFDs, and he also wants to use the price data directly from this broker to do so. In addition, the user wants to trade stocks on the internal SIM accounts, using the Yahoo end-of-day feed to do so. The first step is to activate the Forex broker and the SIM account as brokers, and Yahoo and the Forex broker as data feeds. Now we switch to the Data Feeds tab, which is where you see all providers that have been activated as data feeds in the Connection tab. For the Forex broker, we now select currencies and CFDs under Instrument Types. For the Yahoo feed, we select Stocks. Now let's switch to the Accounts tab. All providers that we have selected as brokers are now listed here. For the Forex broker, we again select currencies and CFDs under Instrument Types, and for the SIM account, we select Stocks. The multi-broker settings for this user are now completely set up, and we click on OK. We can now test whether we can establish a connection to all desired data feeds and brokers simultaneously. To do so, we select Main, Connection, Connect, and select the Forex broker, the Yahoo feed, and the SIM account. As soon as all three connections turn dark green, you have an active connection to all three providers. In the second example, a user has an even more specific wish for the connection setup. The user has his own data feed each for Forex, futures, and stocks. In addition, the user possesses a total of 5 broker accounts, one Forex account, one futures account for trading on the CBOT, one futures account for trading on the ICE and COMEX, one stocks account for trading on the NYSE and NASDAQ, and one stocks account for trading on the etc. As for the first example, we again activate the desired data feeds and the desired brokers in the Connections tab. Then we switch to the Data Feeds tab. For the Futures feeds, we select Futures. For the Stocks feed, we select Stocks. For the Forex feed, we select Currencies. Now we switch back to the Accounts tab. For the Forex broker, we select currencies. For the future and stockbrokers, we still have to set a finer distinction than before. For the first futures broker, as the instrument type, we select markets only, and then switch to the column Markets. Here, we now activate the stock exchanges that are to be traded with this account. Therefore, we select the CBOT. For the second futures broker, we again select Markets Only, and then activate the ICE and COMEX. We do exactly the same thing for the stockbrokers. We set the first stockbroker to Markets Only once again, and select the NYSE and NASDAQ under Markets. For the second stockbroker, we again choose Markets Only, and for the stock exchange we select etc. Now, the multi-broker settings are also completely set up for these complex requirements. As with the first example, we now still have to check whether we can establish a connection to all our desired providers. As soon as all connection boxes turn dark green, you have an active connection to all data feeds and broker accounts. And with this, the multi-broker settings are concluded.